The evolution of Itachi Uchiha is one of the most intriguing parts of the Naruto series. To watch him walk the fine line between loving brother, clan slayer, Akatsuki terrorist, and eventual war hero was absolute cinema, so it should come as no surprise that he remains a fan favorite character. But while Itachi's legacy is shaped with admiration, it is also shaped by critique. There are the obvious retcon accusations, which I think are very credible, but irrelevant because of just how well the plot twist worked from a narrative standpoint. But there's also the question of why. Why did Itachi choose the Leaf Village over his own blood, his own clan? The justification is laid out for us. Itachi was a pacifist who wanted to prevent a war and protect Sasuke. But let's just say that his identity as a Leaf Village loyalist above all else, even at the expense of his own clan, has led to some allegations of him being a brainwashed military puppet, at best, and a coon at worst. And when you consider just how unjust the Uchiha clan were treated, I can see why some people feel that way. But I want everyone to consider Hashirama's final words to Madara during their battle at the Final Valley because it may provide some clarity. I won't forgive anyone who would dare to threaten the village, be they a friend, sibling, or even my own child. Those were the words of the first Hokage, someone whom Sasuke stated was most understood by Itachi. Hashirama is willing to take the life of anyone who threatens the village, and so is Itachi. It's because of this that Hiruzen, the third Hokage, believes Itachi was never trapped by the bounding of a clan, understood the history of the village, could think ahead about the future of all shinobi, and yes, thought like a Hokage at the age of 7. However, Madara does warn against this logic and how it will lead the village to darkness, a darkness that ultimately manifests in many different ways for not just the Leaf Village, but the shinobi world as a whole. Even Itachi, despite still remaining loyal to the Leaf, acknowledges in the end that there may have been a better path than the one that he chose. However, Itachi never should have been in this situation to begin with, and I think that's the issue with people who praise his decision or scold him for it. Itachi may have carried out the Uchiha clan's massacre, but it was under orders from the third Hokage, due to the incompetence of the elders, sabotage by Danzo, his father Fugaku's unwillingness to compromise, Obito's attack on the Hidden Leaf Village with the Nine Tails, which was a catalyst that led to further distrust between the clan and the village, and also Madara playing games with the Leaf and its ninja, even on his deathbed. His one final chance to escape this was Shisui, who had a way to solve things non-violently, and even that was taken away by Danzo. Having to watch his best friend, someone he considered a brother, die in front of him was a psychological pain so great that it awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan. I imagine Itachi was under more stress than anyone could possibly imagine. Itachi hated Danzo for this, even threatening him multiple times throughout the series. But he was also frustrated with the Uchiha for their inability to evolve or grow, claiming them to be focused on the trivial and losing sight of what's important. When discussing these matters with Sasuke after he is revived, he calls it the folly of the Uchiha clan, a downfall that was partially self-inflicted. For if he could see the bigger picture, think like a Hokage at age 7, why couldn't his father, his brethren, or his superiors in the Uchiha? I liken them to the Kaguya clan, powerful, prideful, very likely mistreated by the Land of Water, but made the mistake of going against a superpowered militia instead of negotiating, which led to their near extinction. I think the main takeaway here is that children are bearing the consequence of the failures of both village and clan, and honestly, Itachi never stood a chance. He was put in an impossible situation because everyone around him failed. Siding with the Uchiha means abandoning his personal philosophy, ushering in a new world war, most likely, and worst case scenario, dying in the process. So he exercised control over the one thing he still had influence over, and that was keeping his little brother Sasuke safe, his ultimate priority. I think the best way to sum up Itachi is with his own quote to Sasuke while reanimated. No matter what darkness or contradictions lie within the village, I am still Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf. Itachi died twice as he lived. Someone proud to be an Uchiha and a Leaf Village shinobi, despite both titles bringing him so much tragedy and pain. And through it all, still fought to protect the Leaf Village and preserve the legacy of the Uchiha clan. In my humble opinion, neither one of them deserved Itachi. But that does it for this video. Tell me, what do you guys think of Itachi's decision to choose village over clan? What would you have done if you were in his position? Leave your thoughts down below, please leave a like and subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.